Hello everybody, let's go out and see exactly what I've been up to the last 3 days. I've been at the Port Fairy Folk Festival and that's actually about 4.5 hours away from here. So it's a beautiful day. I'm about to organise all my van and get to my daughter's to help pick up all of her products to sell at this 3-day event. So of course I have a van, so that makes it super easy for me to help put all my daughter's big boards inside here because she has earring boards that need to go along, and of course I need to do a few things for myself. So here is my van all organized, and I need to take a wholesale order as well as all my other bits and pieces that are sitting in there, my clothes and so on, because we're staying at a hotel, because as I said, it is roughly about 4.5 hours away from my home, so it's a bit of a drive there, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a nice fun girls weekend. So here we arrive at the hotel, which is about 1 hour away from the festival. We couldn't get any closer. Everything is totally and utterly booked out. But this was a really lovely hotel. So like I said, me and my daughter Emily are staying here. And so the double bed, I said to Emily, you paid, you can have the bed, because she did pay for everything, because of course I'm helping her out, and mine is the little bed, but I don't mind. I'm a small person. I'm only 5'1", so I don't mind. And of course it had this really cute little kitchenette and a really lovely massaging shower, which, oh my goodness, I can tell you was so nice. It really was really lovely. We had a really good time, and it was actually nice to come away from the festival just to have that downtime, because the festival started at 9 a.m. and didn't finish till 6 p.m. every day. So it was a really, really, long day for anyone vendoring as well. Now, here we are in Port Fairy. It's so beautiful. It's just off the bay line, and just gorgeous. So I thought you might want to see a little bit of scenery. It's quite an old sort of wharf type area. And here, it's very, very expensive to buy a home here. So, but just a beautiful place in Australia. So there's lots of bed and breakfasts around, so I thought I'd show you that. You can see the Port Fairy sign. And basically, we had to drive all of our cars in. We had to have a permit to get them in. And then you had to drive your cars back out once you've set up your stall and put them around the corner, which is exactly what we did. We just put them, the car down a couple streets and I had to walk back, which was fine. So here we are this morning. Now, we've left home at 5 a.m. or left the hotel and going into the main street, which this is the main street where all the markets are setting up. So this is roughly about 6 a.m. in the morning. So of course, pretty much no customers are here yet. They're not going to arrive to 9. And if I was going to a festival, I would not be getting up super duper early. I'd be having a bit of a sleep in. So, but there was lots of different places here. So it's basically 2 streets blocked off. There was a few candle companies. This company did some soap whips as well. Like, look how colourful they are, so fun. And they were quite busy. I seen them busy the whole time. And there were some really, really lovely people. I did have to ask a few if they didn't mind me filming, and nobody minded. They were pretty much fine. So, like I said, this is early in the morning. So when there's children, I have to put the camera down. So I don't like to film children. So that's why the camera is on the ground. So I'm sorry about that, but I had to be careful who I film, of course. But I thought this is great for everybody to see that, you can do vendoring events at festivals. Sometimes they can be really lucrative because they get tens of thousands of people through the door. Now, these lovely ladies let me film their store, which is great. And here is my daughter's, stall. So she did amazing stall. Her stall was a double stall, so she paid for a double one. And these hair clips, super popular, sold so many of those. Now, here we are, with people obviously arriving to this amazing event. The sky was a bit stormy, so I was a bit worried, but it turned out fine. No worries at all. Now, here we are, second day setting up. So, like I said, I've clipped all of these together so that you can all see. It's my daughter, Emily, and she does an amazing job. She actually makes everything, all these earrings by hand. She drills them all and makes them all. So does a great job. She does have an 18 plus one as well. You would have seen at the start, and they just have rude words on. That's why. But generally, a lot of it is just, some really colourful acrylic type earrings, and so popular. I couldn't believe how much she sold. Like, honestly, could not believe the amount of value of what she sold. And, all the little girls seem to love these little mirrors that she had. And I think she sold about $600 just of mirrors. I mean, crazy. Thousands and thousands of products were sold across the 3 days. So she did super, super well. I think she was really happy with the end result. Of course, I can't give the value because this is my daughter's company, not mine, so I won't give the actual value. But, I can tell you she did extremely well. So it is worth looking into festivals, everyone, if you're thinking about vendoring at, some sort of festival, or look in your local area, if there's like bands playing and stuff like that, because they do bring in more crowds when there's things like that. So it might not be this festival, it might be many different other ones. So anyway, it's definitely worth it. And if they tell you no, because they told my daughter they were full and she went on a waiting list, and then they rang her 2 weeks before. So sometimes that can happen. You can get lucky and get into these festivals, and it's all about people seeing your brand a further distance than normal. Anyway, I hope you've loved it. I will see you next time.